In this video we'll carry on from the previous video. In the previous video we had placed 4 grid components on a page. Now what we'll do is we'll insert some container controls like a tab that will contain our components. So let's go here and set these all to when page is loaded. So let's go here, when page is loaded, when page is loaded, and then when page is loaded, let's remove the spacer over there, and now let's go ahead here and let's choose a tab control, and I'll go here and I'll just call this, say, grid 1, grid 2, grid 3 and grid 4. And then what I'm going to do is move the last grid to appear on the pane that's called grid 4, the third grid there, and then this grid over here. So now I basically have a tab control with 4 panes on it. So let's go ahead and run the grid, and you can see, oh sorry, I need to change that from a window. So let's okay, so now as I said, we have our 4 grids inside a tab control. So let's go ahead now and run it. So you can see now that basically the page loads very quickly, because in actual fact only a single grid has been loaded. The other 3 grids, because they're not visible, have not yet been loaded. So when I go to tab pane 2, then our AJAX callback happens and grid 2 gets loaded. Then you can see our AJAX callback happens and grid 3 gets loaded, and then grid 4 gets loaded. So now we have all 4 grids loaded, but initially the page layout only loaded the grid that was on the visible pane. Now there's no limit to the complexity of the page, so let's go back to the page layout over there. Let's go here and put in, say, some static text at the top, which we'll go here and we'll say here complex page layout, and we'll set that into, say, let's go there and make that into, say, a heading 3, and then let's go underneath this and start adding some more tab controls. So let's more grid controls. So we'll go there and we'll choose, say, customer list, and then we'll go there and we'll say customer form, and we'll go there and we'll say add in, say, customer has lookup, and now we'll go there and choose another container, and again this time we'll choose an accordion control, and I'll go there and I'll say pane 1 and pane 2, and let's move basically those 2 grids onto the second pane, and here we'll say that this accordion basically is a single pane at a time, and that there are no initial open panes. So we'll go there and we'll run it. So the grid loads very quickly because only one grid has loaded. Here's our accordion. Open up pane 1, you can see the AJAX callback taking place. Then open up pane 2, and you can see the other 2 grids taking place. So there's pane 1 and pane 2. So this is a very complex page now with 7 grids on it, but you can see the performance is really good because the AJAX functionality allows us to optimize the work that gets done, so that only work is being done for the single grid that you're interacting with.